Can one judge decide what it means to be a citizen? Well, how about nine? The Supreme Court is hearing arguments today over whether lower court judges can block Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship. The government argues those judges overstepped their authority. The Supreme Court now questioning whether blocking local judges from stopping these orders might leave unconstitutional laws in place too long as they make their way to the Supreme Court. Kelsey Corcoran, a lawyer representing one of the plaintiffs, called this request from the administration a loose situation.
The government is wrong. It is well settled that preliminary injunctions may benefit non-parties when necessary to provide complete relief to the plaintiffs or when warranted by extraordinary circumstances, both of which are true here. It's a lose-lose-lose proposal that the government is offering.
Senior reporter Katherine Faulders joining me now from the Supreme Court. So, Katherine, the court isn't deciding if the order is constitutional or not. So let's talk about what's at stake here.
Right, and they're in an interesting situation here, the Supreme Court is, Kira, where they are deciding an issue on national injunctions, meaning can one judge make a decision for the entire country on an issue, and not the actual merits of this executive order, this birthright citizenship executive order. Now, many of the justices questioned why that was the case and if the administration would ultimately bring the merits of the birthright citizenship executive order before the Supreme Court. They wouldn't really say on that. And Justice Kagan alluded multiple times to the fact that the administration has lost various different times in court on this particular issue at the district court level. So what they're deciding is if the district courts have the authority unilaterally to impose injunctions. Now, these don't just exist under this administration. They've existed for quite some time. They have obviously been put into place. Courts have ruled under various different administrations on national injunctions, including in the first Trump administration. But that is what's being decided here. Now, it was interesting to be inside the courtroom, inside the Supreme Court chambers there, and hear what they had to say about this, particularly those justices who Trump had appointed to the bench. So I'm thinking of Justice Gorsuch and Justice Kavanaugh, who have been outspoken on the fact that they don't really love national injunctions, but they didn't really seem to completely buy the administration's argument here, especially on an issue where the court wasn't hearing arguments on the merit of this executive order. For example, there was one instance where Justice Kavanaugh, for example, asked the Solicitor General John Sauer how he plans to implement this executive order, the birthright citizenship executive order across the country if they were to prevail on this injunction issue. And Sauer kind of waffled on that, couldn't exactly answer how the federal agencies would work together to figure that out. So it was fascinating being there, Kira, inside. There were other members from the administration there. The Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche was there. One of his top deputies, officials at the Department of Justice, Emil Bove, along with the White House counsel Dave Warrington, they were all there to observe the arguments today.
All right. We'll keep tracking it, Katherine. Thank you.